Hi guys, Turning Hopes here. For this video, I am actually going to be making a CD collection. It is not going to be in alphabetical order or anything. So we're just going to take a look and see how my music taste is, or weird music taste that I have, or not really. But yeah, I'm just gonna let you guys know what I listen to, or what I currently listen to, or what I did a long time ago as a kid, or when I had my somehow emo phase. So, okay, let's get started, I guess. So this album, this is gonna be cringe, but anyways, Clayton, Measure of a Man. I think this was my mom's CD, but I think she gave me it because she gave me a CD player back in the days, since I was born in '98, and I had a CD player. I would take it to school, or I would just listen to it a lot. But this was probably the album I used to listen to, and I mean, I was a little desperate and all that stuff. So you can just leave that there. Green Day's American Idiot. I think this is where this is probably one of the best albums of Green Day, probably in my opinion, but this is my second favorite, probably. I can't see it because this lighting's not really that good. But anyways, I think, yeah, this is probably one of my favorite albums from Green Day. Probably. And then Dookie, this is my favorite album from Green Day. I swear, this lighting's really not that good. Probably with like all this other stuff, but not. That's fine too. Anyways, um, Dookie is probably one of my favorite albums from Green Day, with their old punk rock sounds and all that. You know, the repetitive guitars and all that stuff. So yeah, a lot of respect to that album. Fall Out Boy's American Beauty, American Psycho. This was a decent album, in my opinion. I wasn't really too much into this album, but I mean, it's decent, in my opinion, but I mean, it's good. I like it. Tragedy, what is it called? Tragedy Will Find Us, and this is by a hardcore punk band called Counterparts. I highly recommend listening to this album if you are more of like a hardcore punk kind of person, or if you listen to like hardcore music, or yeah, it's gonna be more screamo music and all that. But I highly recommend listening to this album. I think you will love this band a lot. I think it was really popular back in the day, where you would get it. Now that's what I call music or whatever. I know my family would get lots of those and everything, and I wanted to get my own. So I got the one that's from that's what I call Music 42. The reason why it's in this disc is because the case I originally got was actually broke, so I just put it in like in a random case or anything. But my favorite music from there was probably, I'm trying to find it. I mean, most of the songs were good and all, but I think, well, Somebody I Used to Know, of course, that was a good song, and Get Yourself Back Home by Gym Class Heroes. I listen to them sometimes. United Summer Sample 18. I haven't listened to much of this album. I think it's more of just what was I gonna say? I think it's just more underrated music and all that, underrated artists. Which, I mean, I would highly check this out for sure, definitely. Um, this is just a single from a band called Eyeliner. Yeah, Eyeliner. I think that's how you say it. And this single is called Bad Guy. I like it. I haven't checked much out about them, but I suggest this band as well. They are good. So if you see any CDs that are broke or anything, I apologize about that. Or if it triggers you or anything, I apologize. This CD is called Comatose by Skillet. This is actually probably my favorite album from this band. I don't listen to them much anymore, but of course my past is going to say, hey, you need to listen to this more to feel like you're 15 or 14 or anything. But this is a good album. I highly recommend it. So this is the soundtrack from this Disney Channel movie called Jump In. This was a popular movie at the time, and I think I was at Disney World back in 2000. No, yeah, Disney World in like 2007 or 2008, I believe. And this was like a popular movie back then, and I wanted to get the CD, and I did, and I loved it. I wasn't like too big into it, but I mean, it was good. It was a good album. I think this is my first rap CD I've ever got, and it's T.I.'s Paper Trail. This I really like. I got into this for months. I really did, and it's just kind of been a while since I've been listening to T.I., but yeah. Um, Disney's Greatest Album, Volume 2. I think I got into this when I was a little kid, where they would make, like the good songs from like each movie and all that. But Tarzan's song "You'll Be in My Heart," or just anything Disney wise, is good. But Tarzan and the Little Mermaid is one of my favorite movies of all time, hands down. But every other song on here is good. I'll listen to it. It's been a while. And I don't know why I have this. 50 Cent's Get Rich or Die Trying. I listened to this for a while. I did, because I started to get into rap more and all that. So I thought this was good. I got into this in middle school for a little while, and I just kind of stopped for a little bit. But yeah, it's a good album. Sometimes I can't read these albums clearly. Noah's Through the Head. I don't think I've checked this album out, but the artwork is good. I really like it inside. I do. But the one from the back, I think it really tells a message. So I think that's why I need to listen to this. But I think, honestly, yeah, I think you guys need to check this out. And 2018's Smart Punk CD. Yeah, I need to check this out. And there's some bands I really don't even know. But the good thing is, about bands I really don't know, I need to check them out anyways, because it's not like, hey, this is from this certain artist, and then be like, oh, okay, I won't listen to it, or hey, I will. But what I like to do is listen to certain artists I've never heard of before, and then I'll get to know them a lot better. So that's why I like having CDs like this. NoFX is Punk and Truebic. I think that's how you say it. I like this. I like this album a lot. I try to get into more like punk rock, and this is a really, really good band. I highly recommend this. Headspace by Issues. This lighting is not good, but it's fine too. I think we're just gonna leave it right here. I think that's fine. We'll just leave it over here. I think. Yeah, that's good enough. Anyways, I think this is probably my best album from Issues. I got into this for months, and I would probably listen to it more, of course, but I mean, I have certain playlists on my Spotify or certain CDs I have or anything, but I think this is a definite must-have for any pop punk or like metalcore or deathcore album. Definite must-have, definitely. Trophy Eyes, Chemical Miracle. This is a must-have as well. I got into this band once I saw them at a festival called Warped Tour back in 2017, I believe, and I met the lead singer, and he's cool and all. And he signed my CD, of course, as you can tell. And I think this is definite a special CD to me, definitely. And all the lyrics can tell everything from what I was going through and how positive it is and how it is, you know, just life wise, if that makes more sense. But yeah, definite must have. Seaway's Colorblind. This is really good. I highly recommend this as well. They are a pop punk band. Okay, most of these CDs will be like pop punk or metalcore or just any genre. So I'm just giving that out. It's mostly gonna be pop punk or anything. Anyways, this album, this really surprised me, honestly. I thought like the newer Seaway albums would probably just kind of throw me off a little bit, but no, probably the older music was probably gonna tell me like pure pop punk music or anything. So this is definite must have. And Seaway's Vacation. This is good, but I wasn't too impressed by them, but it's good. I like it. No hate by them. My Chemical Romance is The Black Parade. Of course it's a good album. Of course it's a good album. Can't say anything bad. Boston Manners, Be Nothing. Must have. Must have. Please get this album. They are going super high right now. They made a new album this year, and I was impressed by them. I mean, anything, of course, they make is good, so I mean, I can't say anything else. But their last album they had, I think it was about a year or two ago, I believe. That was probably my favorite album. But this is my second favorite album from this band. So, highly recommend. Vans Warped Tour 2017. This is a collaboration with certain bands that were from or that were in that festival of 2017. So there's 2 discs. And I think the first one is from like yeah, the first one is more like pop punk and alternative and stuff like that. And then the second one's more heavier with like metalcore, deathcore, hardcore punk, and so on. But I like this. It's good. I forgot to get the 2018 one, which I'm sad about, and I was probably buying too much merch anyways at the time. But I still love this. Lil Peeps, Come Over When You're Sober, Part 2. This, I love. I do. I think there was a couple songs I wouldn't say that. It's just some other songs kind of got into me like really quick by me listening to it so much. But yeah, I think it's good. I like it. MGK's Lace Up. I got this like a long time ago. And I was kind of addicted to this album, I'm not going to lie. But now I haven't been listening to him as much, but I know he's been doing music that's more pop punk and everything, and I'll give him respect for that. But I haven't listened to it yet. If you guys have any suggestions of what bands I need to listen to or anything, leave a comment down below, and please let me know what music you listen to or what bands I should be listening to in my certain playlist on Spotify or anything. So yeah, leave a comment down below and let me know. Bring Me Horizons, That's the Spirit. This is probably my favorite alternative album. Probably of all time. Probably. Like I said, probably. I didn't say it is, but I said probably. Alternative wise, yes, it is really good. I like it a lot. Highly recommend this. I went to a festival called Warped Tour, like I said before, in 2017. And they give you just like random CDs and they say, hey, do you want this or anything? And there's certain CDs where they just give you album covers and all that, like natural CDs, and then there's just ones where they just give you CDs and that's it. And this is by a band called Peckley Day. I can't say the name, but if I don't, I apologize. But if you can read this right here. If this light would be nice. just leave that there. Yeah, I would just check that out. Pink Floyd's The Dark Side of the Moon. I love Pink Floyd, but my favorite album from Pink Floyd is The Wall. That's my favorite album from Pink Floyd. Trash Boat's Crown Shyness. I think that's what it's called. Yep, that's what it's called. They are more of, I think they're more of a hardcore kind of band, kind of, but this is a good album. This actually is really good. I love this a lot. And it's been a while because I've been changing like genres. What I listen to is like indie, pop punk, hardcore, and rap and so on. Not so much rap, but this is good too. Senses Fail in Your Absence. This is more of an acoustic kind of album if you're more into like acoustic music or anything. I'm actually alright with this album. This didn't really suit me up or anything, but it's good. I like it, but like I said, I didn't get too much into it. Separations by Bloom. Wait, no. Oh, it's Bloom by Separations. Okay. I haven't listened to the CD in forever because I got this in Warped Tour of 2017. So that's why I'm kind of like this right now. But this is a good album. I like getting underrated CDs by bands I've never heard of before, and then I'll get into them, like I said in the very beginning. But, yeah, highly recommend it. For Your Strong, the self-titled album. If you're more into hardcore punk, get this album. It's really good. I like it. This is my second favorite album. I forgot what the album was called that that most people love by them, but it's highly, highly recommended. Panic at the Disco, Pray for the Wicked. I'm sorry, guys, but I'm not a big fan of Panic at the Disco. I only got it because people wanted me to listen to this album. I give respect for Brandon. I really do. But I'm not too much into him. Linkin Park's Mantra. If I don't say anything right, I apologize. Okay. I can't choose which ones are my favorite because both of them are my favorite from Linkin Park. Both of these are my favorite. So I can't choose which one's my favorites because they're both so good. Can't Swim's Fail You Again. This is good. I like it. But their EP is my favorite from Can't Swim. I highly recommend you listen to Can't Swim. Their EP is phenomenal. Really good. I loved it. Turnover's Good Nature. Hands down, one of my favorite albums. Hands down. But their album way before Good Nature was, I can't say this name either, but it's called Purple, I can't say the name, like I said, but that album is actually in my car because I listen to it every single time I go somewhere, whether it's work or if I'm going like at a store or if I'm going somewhere. I listen to that all the time. So, I mean, I listen to this too, but I just want to leave it down here just in case in my room. Avenged Sevenfold's Hail to the King. This is a good album, but this is not my favorite album. But it's good. I like it, like I said. Okay, so Neck Deep's Life's Not Out to Get You. This is one of my favorite albums of all time. One of my favorite albums of all time. That's all I'm going to say. Neck Deep's Rain in July. This is probably my favorite EP of all time. This is my favorite EP. And then Neck Deep's The Peace and the Panic. This is a good album, but it didn't really impress me. But like I said, anything from Neck Deep is good, but this kind of threw me off. This is a good album. It's a good album, but it's not my favorite, like I said. And then lastly, I have Metallica's Ride the Lightning. I mean, of course, this is probably my favorite album from Metallica. I'm not too much into metal or anything, but I was. Nu metal is my favorite genre from metal, of course, because it was from 90s to 2000s and all that. But yeah, this is good. My other CDs are actually in my car. There is a CD. The Turnover album I told you about is in my car, and then there's another CD that is from a band called Young Culture, and they just made an EP sometime last year, I believe, or 2 years ago, and that that really impressed me. I'm so glad I met them somewhere around, I think it was October of last year or anything. But yeah, they're actually really cool, really good guys, and they're really good live. I miss going to any concert really because of what's going on. But yeah, I think that's all my CDs for right now. So if you guys want to suggest me any bands, any music, or any artists, really anything, leave a comment down below and let me know what you think of this video or what improvements I need to make for my music taste or genre or anything really. But and I apologize if this is long too. Yeah, I need help. So anyways, I hope you guys have a good night. Yeah, it feels like night already. But yeah, leave a comment down below and make sure you give this video a like and let me know what you guys think of the video. And if you want to see some more videos like this or anything else, go ahead and give it a subscribe and make sure you hit the bell down below as well. And yeah, I will see you guys later on sometime this week. And you guys have a good night. All right, bye now.